Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my podcast, Live Your Best Life Every Day. My name is Stefan Dajo, and today's topic is going to be about overwhelming situations. Just because it is overwhelming does not mean that it has to overrun you. Did you get that? Here's why. The stress and overwhelm of life are part of the human experience. That's something that you just can't put aside or can't avoid or can't dodge. As long as you are human, you are bound to experience overwhelming situations. That's a fact. Now, whether it's stress, being overwhelmed, being lost, all those dragging feelings are guessed that we just can't control when they show up in our lives. But our reaction and the level of emotional intelligence will determine for how long they will stay though. The way you react to a situation will determine how long that situation will affect you. Do you want to dwell in it, or do you want to progress out of it? That's a choice. But my advice is, whatever it is that you do, beware to do it before the situation or the problem or the circumstances gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. Because then things are getting serious. Because then things are getting deeper. That's something that you have to be mindful of. Learn to process what you've been through or what you are going through at every stages of whatever it is that is happening. And the first stage or the first step, just like everything else in life, is down to acknowledging that something needs to be processed. You see, this culture of denying that, oh no, emotions, whoever shows emotions is weak, whoever talks about emotions is weak and everything and stuff, that has led to the downfall of so many people over the course of years. Trust me, unprocessed and unaddressed emotions will take you down. Many have fallen and many will keep falling because they are in denial, because they are part of this culture of we don't pay attention and we will not face or give in to our emotions. But there is such a thing as emotional intelligence. And how do you get there? How do you achieve that? If you don't face your emotions, if you don't face your circumstances, if you keep pretending that whatever it is that you are going through is not happening. Yes, you may get drunk, maybe get high, whatever or something, but that's just for a while. The moment the sensation of euphoria is gone, there you are back in your mess and feeling even worse than you felt before. Until when are you going to ignore what's happening? Until when are you going to allow the situation to overrun you, to rule you as a matter of fact, and to dictate your every steps? Because then you start living from a place of fear and not of a sound mind. I'll tell you this and I'll be upfront with that. There is no specific rule on how long it takes for someone to process or progress through overwhelming situations. I myself deal with things every now and then, and I take my time to process whatever it is that I'm dealing with at my own pace. At my own pace. For some people, it can take a day or two. For some others, it may take a week. For others, it may take a month. But at the end of the day, you have to do what you gotta do. You have to get to a point where you realize that there is something that needs to be done. And the fact that you are aware of what's going on around you, of what's happening, and what needs to be done, that means that the situation hasn't gone beyond your conscious mind, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing, trust me. However, when you find yourself to the point where the situation overran you, and dictated your lifestyle, your habits to avoid or perhaps to run away from reality became pathological. It became a second nature. You do them out of you going about your day. It means that situation that you are avoiding to deal with, that emotional context that you are trying to escape with all those toxic coping mechanisms has gone deeper and is ingrained in your subconscious mind. Now you do things that seems and feel normal to you. That's because it's now rooted in your subconscious mind. And when it reaches this level, there is a lot of undoings to do. There is a lot of unlearning to do, because in order for you to learn new things, to understand new things, you have to unlearn certain things. You have to cut off certain habits. It is not an easy process. No, it's not. Whoever tells you that, that's a liar. And I'll be the first to say it takes a lot. And the most important thing is that it takes you to get out of it. You're gonna need you to get out of that. You're gonna need you to decide that you wanna get out of that. But that's a topic for another day. As of today, learn to process the emotional context of whatever situation or circumstances you may be going through when it's happening. Don't let it overrun you. Don't let it dictate your habits. Don't let it make you create habits that are going to be toxic for your own self. You need to have your own back. You need to be there for yourself. You need to stand for yourself. And that's it. That's all I gotta say for today, guys. And if you have any comment, if you have any suggestions, if you have anything to add to it, feel free to comment in the comment section. Feel free to DM me. And if you want to come on air and share some of your thoughts as well, do not hesitate to DM me, And that's it, guys. That's it. It's all about laying it out there and calling things for what they are. Just because I go through something does not mean that I need to allow it to take over me and over my life. No. That's why I have to process things as they come. That's why if I need to keep to myself for a bit, just so I can fix myself, I'm going to do that. Because when you know yourself, you know how you deal with things. And therefore you are prepared whenever something shows up. And you do the necessary. It's all about that. Know yourself. Be ready. Situations are going to rise up. Oh no, it's never that. It doesn't matter how positive or optimistic you are. Situations are going to rise. And you shouldn't allow them to define you. No, you get to define them. When you tell your story, you tell it from a perspective of somebody who overcame, not a victim. Because I see so many people walking out here these days acting victimized of being the victim, and whatever they tell you about their lives is all from the perspective of being a victim, and that is the reason why they live their lives the way they do. I'm sorry. You don't have to be the victim. No. It was a situation, or it is a situation. You can overcome it if you want to. But it takes you to achieve that. That's what you need to keep in mind. Okay, I think I'm going to stop now. Alright guys, thank you for listening. Keep getting out there like I always say. Keep showing up and keep showing off, alright? Have a good day or night, wherever you are. Cheers.